It hurts every fucking time. Let's have a moment of silence. Hello, my wonderful friends. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sarsana, and in this vlog, we are going to be reading Fourth Wing, well, rereading Fourth Wing, reading for the first time Iron Flame, and we are going to be reading Onyx Storm. This is going to be a non-spoiler vlog. I promise I will not spoil you guys. If you guys hear that buzzing noise, please ignore it. My boyfriend is working on the house. But I'm really excited for this vlog. I think I'm going to throw in the midnight release party in this vlog as well because I'm going to be going to it next week. Today is Thursday, January 16, and the midnight release party is happening on Monday the 20th. I should be able to read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame by then. I am going to be immersively reading, I think, because I didn't do that the first time around, and I think it'll be fun to do that. I am also going to be annotating because I need to like fully immerse myself in this series right now. So I bought Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and these are like the non-special editions. I'm going to use these copies to do my annotations and everything in. I'm going to be highlighting and just all of that. I'm going to be tabbing and everything. I'm really excited. From up here, you guys can see that I have my other Fourth Wing editions. I don't want to be writing in them or highlighting them or anything like that because those are my prized possessions. They're my babies, and they will not be having any kind of writing or anything in them. They're just basically for show now. So I'm going to abuse the hell out of these two copies and just write and annotate in them, and I'm so excited. And if you can't tell, I'm so ready for Onyx Storm. So here are my nails. This is Fourth Wing themed. On my middle finger I have a little dragon there, and it's just like black and gold theme. I'm so happy with them. And here is my Fourth Wing hoodie. It's this best guy wore college, and it is super comfy and cozy. I actually bought like 2 of these, and the design is very similar, but I don't give a fuck because I am absolutely in love with getting book merch now. So I am going to start reading Fourth Wing, and I will update you guys when I have an update for you. But you guys, this vlog is gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited to reread Fourth Wing and be back in this world. Some of the theories that I'm seeing online is like freaking me out because I haven't even read Iron Flame yet, and I'm trying very hard to stay away from spoilers, but it's very hard to because this is what everyone is talking about right now in the book community, and I'm literally freaking the fuck out. So I'm gonna get to reading, and I will update you guys when I have an update for you. Hello, I have a reading check-in for you. I have been wanting to do this check-in like all day. My day just got away from me. There was so much I had to do today, and tonight is one of those nights where I can't get any reading done until my kids are in bed. So here we are. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about finishing Fourth Wing and Iron Flame in time for Onyx Storm because I want to start reading it as soon as I get it on release night, right? But I don't know if that's gonna happen or not because right now I am about halfway through with Fourth Wing, and look at these tabs. Look at these tabs. Yeah, I am thoroughly devouring this book again. I don't know why, but like knowing what's gonna happen makes this book so much better like the second time around. And also like just seeing Violet and Xaden's interactions again and being able to relive these moments has been so amazing. Their banter is more intensified this time around, and I don't know why because I feel like it should dull a little bit when you do like a reread, you know? But you guys, this is amazing. Like I'm having the best time ever. And Dane, this fucking man is like, why is he even in this book? For the fact that he calls himself a friend of Violet is so annoying. He is such a stickler for the rules, where so he is actually doing wrong instead of right. Seeing the interactions with dragons and riders again, and I'm eating it up. I'm gonna read you guys one of my favorite parts of this book, and it just gives me the tingles. This is not really spoilery, but You know, like it's like to entice you. So, okay, this is between Violet and Xaden. They're talking, and basically, Xaden says, "We'll both regret it." He shakes his head, but there's more than hunger in his eyes as he stares at my lips. Naturally, I whisper, but knowing I'll regret it doesn't stop me from wanting it, wanting him. Regretting is a problem for future Violet. Fuck it. 1 second, he's out of reach, and the next, his mouth is on mine, hot and insistent. God, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm trapped between the immovable stone of the wall and the hard lines of Xaden's body, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. The thought should sober me, but all I do is lean for more. Let's have a moment of silence. Oh, that scene was hot. Like, I just got tingles just like talking about it. This book is so good. Why is it so good? Like, these characters feel so freaking real. Another person that came back into these pages that I had to read about and just made me want to bawl my eyes out. Like, as soon as I saw his name, I like started tearing up. And you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm not even going to say his name because if you already read this book, then you know who I'm talking about. When I saw his name show up in these fucking pages, I just want, like, I'm trying not to cry right now because, oh my gosh, I love him so much. And it's like another Sam. Fuck, I'm about to cry right now. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay, I'm not crying. I'm like really scared to read Iron Flame. I've been terrified to start it after I read Fourth Wing the first time around, and I know Onyx Storm is right here, and then to go into Onyx Storm, and it's still not a completed series, so I feel like I'm not going to be okay. And then having to wait for like another year or so for the next book is just absolutely devastating. I have like an hour-ish. I have to do other things. I have a video that I need to edit for it to be published tomorrow. It's not even done being edited yet, and I'm so mad at myself because I like finished all my schoolwork and stuff, so like this weekend and like the beginning of next week I can completely immerse myself into this Empyrean series. I'm gonna have to edit that video and publish it for tomorrow, and that means that I probably won't be able to finish this tonight. Last night I stayed up until 3:30 reading this. Like every little chance I've been getting today. Like I've read like a few pages here and there, but I haven't like been able to like sit down and like actually read for an hour or so. So I'm gonna try to do that right now and see how far I get and maybe give you guys an update when I'm done that. I have some work to do and then I'm gonna have to sleep at some point, unfortunately. But I try to sleep as little as possible because there's so much stuff to do. It's not even funny. It's 10 o'clock right now and I'm sipping coffee because I need energy to keep doing the things I want to do. So cheers if you're drinking coffee with me. I have my fireplace on. I'm cozy and comfy. I have my coffee and I have my book. Let's get to reading. Oranges. Okay, so Xaden goes, apparently I can't trust Liam to report deadly situations or Rhiannon to train you on the mat, seeing how easily Barlow had you pinned. So as of this moment, I'm taking over. So Violet says, taking over what? My eyes narrow. Everything when it comes to you. Spin is so fucking perfect, it's unreal. Oh, their bantering is so fun. So I finished Fourth Wing, and I just want to show you guys the amount of tabs that I put in this book. I feel like it's like a pound heavier because of how many tabs I put in, and we can add another 5 pounds to it from the amount of tears I shed while I read this book again. It was so hard to read some scenes where I knew what was gonna happen just because I didn't want to live through the trauma again. But at the same time, it's like when you're rereading it, like you want to keep reading it. So you just literally like know you're going to crash out, but you still keep going because that's how addicted you are to it. I don't know, like I feel like a drug addict and I am addicted to the pain that this is going to cause me. That is like the best way that I can put my feelings for what I put myself through by rereading this book. Obviously this is like a infinity star book for me. I gave it 5 stars because I had no other choice. But you guys, I enjoyed this book just as much as I did the first time around, if not more. Just going into it, knowing that I already love this book and reliving in these pages again and seeing my favorite characters and going through this journey with them all over again, it literally made me feel like I was back home. After I finished reading this book, I like looked around my room and I was like, you mean there's no dragons in real life? You mean I can't get bonded to a dragon? And Xaden Ryerson is not a real person? I can't be friends with Violet. Oh. It was a very good reread. I thoroughly enjoyed it rereading some of this, my annotations, how Violet and Taryn interacted and Darna spoke to each other. It was all just amazing. I'm gonna read you guys something. This is Liam, Riddick, and Violet talking, and over here it says, Liam and Riddick haul the guard in and I put my fingers to his neck. Good strong pulse. He just knocked him out. Open his mouth. I snag the vial hidden in the pocket of my leathers, uncork it, and then let the tonic flow into the guard's mouth. He'll sleep the rest of the night. Liam's wide eyes meet mine. You're kind of terrifying. Thank you. I grin. And we get out of there, running as fast as we can. Like, Violet is so unhinged, and it's so funny to like see her do the things that she has been doing, and her nickname by Xaden is definitely for a good reason. And I love the little excerpts on top of each chapter. One of my favorites here is, there is no stronger bond between two mated dragons. It goes beyond the depth of human love or adoration to a primal, undeniable requirement for proximity. One cannot survive without the other. The amount of love that we see between Sigil and Taryn is just absolutely beautiful. I love their relationship together. They like literally remind me of like grandma grandpa, but like badass grandma grandpa because they're so fucking old. The way that they are both for and Darna, and how the dragon react to Xaden and Violet, just everything is just so amazing to like go through. The spicy scenes between Xaden and Violet was built up through like almost 350 pages. We got little trickles of things. We didn't get the really spicy scenes until later on in the book, and I also feel like Rebecca Yarros did that very well. The payout was worth it, and even then it left us craving more. And I don't typically like spicy scenes in any books, but the way Rebecca Yarros did it, I feel like I had out-of-body experience. It was so good. I'm just gonna read you one more thing. It's between Xaden and Violet. Keeping my eyes locked on his, I fling the dagger at the target. The satisfying sound of split wood tells me I hit true. Fuck, that's hotter than it should be. He pulls in a deep breath. And if you couldn't tell, that was Violet throwing a dagger without looking at the target and Xaden watching her do it. And he was just like, so hot for her just from her doing that. I just love their relationship so much. I can't wait to see more of their powers developing. There's been spoilers in like TikTok and like YouTube and whatever videos that I've watched. There's been some spoilers about what Xaden's powers are going to be, and like just kind of knowing that and not experiencing it myself, but like seeing little trickles of it in this book has also been very eye-opening, and I'm not mad about it. I'm really not mad about the spoilers because it's really hard to avoid, especially when a book is very popular. Some of the things that the content creators are going to be putting out, it is borderline spoiler, but it's like really hard to avoid. So I'm fine with it. There's this one line that is continuously playing in my head right now, and it just makes me want to fucking cry. And if I'm crying, then you guys are gonna cry with me too, because we're friends and we hold each other's hands like that. This is not a spoiler. The part I'm going to be reading to you guys is not a spoiler, but if you read this, then it's gonna hurt you in the feels. Shit, I'm already about to cry without reading it. Oh my god, I can't see. Okay. Alright, I nod, fighting to force a watery smile. He could ask for anything right now, and I'd give it to him. Thank you. Not gonna say his name. You know who he is. Thank you for being my shadow. Thank you for being my friend. He blurs in my vision as the tears come faster. It's been my honor. His chest rattles as his lungs struggle. I can't. I rarely cry through movies and stuff, but like I can't. Like the way I became so attached to this character, and it hurts every fucking time. Okay, I'm fine. Everything is fine. I'm good. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I was that traumatized and upset about a book. There's only been a few books that has gotten that kind of reaction from me. I mean, it's great that books can make us feel that way, but at the same time, like, it makes me so upset to have to get so attached to a character and for things like that to happen to them. It's tragic, but also beautiful and so impactful. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now. Let me just stop talking. Anyways, tomorrow night is the release for Onyx Storm. I have to start and finish Iron Flame. So how many pages is this? Okay, so it's a 600-page book. Do we think I can finish it by tomorrow? Probably not. Am I going to try my damnedest? Of course. I'm also going to be annotating this and doing an immersive reading. I already have the audiobook downloaded. I have my tabs ready. Yes, I have 2 of the same because when I was annotating Fourth Wing, I ran out of specific colored tabs. I like bought duplicates, and yeah, if I run out of one, I'll have the other, so that way my annotations match and they're not like using different colors for like the same feelings or scenes or whatever. That's my reasoning. I think I picked out the color schemes pretty well. I'm thinking the red is gonna be for spicy scenes or something, and or maybe like when there's like violent scenes or something like that. I am gonna go and start reading this, and I'll give you guys an update when I have an update for you. But I'm still reeling from Fourth Wing, and I'm really scared to go into Iron Flame. But thank goodness I'll have Onyx Storm to destroy me just as badly. I feel like I'm going to need to start seeing a therapist after I finish these 2 books. I will check in with you guys later. Hopefully tonight I will have an update for you. So I got a quarter of the way through Iron Flame and I am enjoying it. It is like building up. There's a lot of like political intrigue. There's a lot of theories. I am seeing why there's so many theories. I have so many questions, and I feel like this book isn't going to answer any of it. I'm like terrified. I really love the fact that Violet is going back to like reading more, trying to figure stuff out that happened in history. We're learning more about why things are the way they are. I'm trying to be vague and not give anything away, because if you haven't read this, I don't want to spoil this for you, but the political intrigue is just absolutely wonderful. It is giving so much mystery. I love the fact that I have no idea what is going to happen next. So that's one of my favorite things about this right now. I am kind of sad to see the distance between Violet and Xaden right now. I feel like we're not getting as much on-page interaction with them, and when it is, it's very brief. I am feeling the yearning between those two. At the same time, I feel like this is like needed for Violet because she needs the space and time away from Xaden to understand her feelings for him. And I feel like this is also helping her understand the reality of who they are and what they have to do in order to protect their loved ones and lives in general. She's starting to grasp these things, and she's starting to understand why he did the things that he did, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She is so much stronger than she was in the first book. Love the fact that we got to see them graduate and go into their second year in Beskayeth. I love seeing her navigate her way through these challenges that are being thrown at her. The stuff that they're going through in their second year, it is so much more intense than what they had to do their first year. I'm just loving all of it. I am loving her interaction with Taryn, the stuff that's going on with Andarna. I just want to see more of her on these pages. But like I said, I'm only a quarter of the way through, and whatever is happening with each character is needed and totally justified. I don't want to rush reading this because I'm having such a great time, but at the same time I want to finish it in time to start Onyx Storm. I also want to pace myself because I'm so scared, because if this book, if Iron Flame destroys me as much as Fourth Wing did, I'm terrified to read Onyx Storm. What is Rebecca Yarros gonna put us through in that book? I don't really have much time to read today besides for when I finish work. I have a lot of work to do today because I'm gonna be off for the next 2 days, so there's just some build-up work that I need to complete before I end my work day, and I definitely need a nap before I go to the midnight release party because I'm an old lady and haven't really been sleeping very well this past weekend because I've just been so focused on reading and doing schoolwork. If I'm going to be up and out of the house, I'm gonna need to get some sleep. So let's see how far I get in this. I'm not going to try to finish this tonight because I feel like I'm just gonna rush through it and I'm gonna miss things. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm going to prioritize my health because that is one of my New Year's resolutions, is to prioritize my health this year. I will check in with you guys when I have an update for you, and probably going to seeing you at the midnight release party tonight. Hello! It's time for us to check in about Iron Flame. So I have gotten 75% of the way through, I would say. I'm on chapter 40 on page 370. Things have gotten wild. I'm in part 2 of Iron Flame, and I can't tell you what happens because I will spoil it, but it is so good. I feel like something really bad is going to happen. I'm really scared. And Rebecca Yarros, she released Onyx Storm's playlist, and the songs that's on there is very sad. So I am really, really scared. And at the top of every chapter in Iron Flame, the way the excerpts are written, it's records of history. Are they dead? There's so many theories, and maybe I shouldn't have said that, but if you read it, you're probably already thinking the same thing. What kind of a fantasy book kills off the main characters? That better not be the case. I'm gonna chuck all of my Empyrean series books. I hate books with sad endings. My books have to end in happy endings. We have enough sadness, enough headaches, enough trauma in real life, and for us to not get a happy ending in our books is atrocious. It can't be. I am in denial. Everything is going to end up okay. Even if Iron Flame doesn't end happy and Onyx Storm doesn't end happy, I think we still have 2 more books in this series. So we will get our effing happy ending. It will happen. It has to happen. The stuff that Xaden and Violet have been going through is pretty intense. And especially Violet, loved her from the beginning. Just seeing her grow and becoming stronger, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. She is growing into such an amazing person, and I have loved her character development through this book. I love how supportive Xaden is and how strong they are becoming together. And I love seeing their relationships with their dragons, how close they all are. The magical powers that are in this book is also very, very interesting. I don't feel like I'm reading. Literally today I was reading after work and my kids were trying to get my attention and talk to me and stuff like that, and I looked up and I was like, oh shit, I have kids. I was totally immersed in this world, and when I looked up and I was like, where am I? you know, like it was very disorienting. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't finish Iron Flame before Onyx Storm starts, but that's what I get for starting it so late. But you know what? I stayed delusional and I still have a few more hours. Maybe I will make a bigger dent in it. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull an all-nighter and I'll finish this and I'll read Onyx Storm. Who knows? I honestly probably won't be doing that because I will crash the fuck out when I come home. I'm bringing Miguel and our youngest with us to Barnes & Noble's for the midnight release party because they want to come with, and we're just gonna have like sugary snacks. I'm gonna sit there and read and just hang out. I will get Onyx Storm and maybe meet some people and play some games and stuff. It will be fun. It's so weird that my kid actually wants to come to one of these things, but I feel like I won as a parent because at least one of my kids wants to come with me to these things. So it's fun. I love it. So I will record some of the midnight release party. I can't really record too much because there's a lot of people there and I want to respect their privacy and like not get their faces and stuff like that. So I will do my best. But yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait. All right, I will check in with you guys later. Okay, so I am home. I didn't get to give you guys like anything from the midnight release party because there was just so many people there and I was so busy with my kid and we were just having a good old time just walking around looking at books and stuff. I didn't buy anything. Also been like really weird about buying books from Barnes & Noble's. I'm looking forward to some new releases and stuff like that, but other than that, nothing really was calling my name and I was just so excited to get Onyx Storm, which is right here. How beautiful is it? Look at the edges. I'm so scared to read this book. I'm so terrified. I can't wait to read this. I feel like this is thinner than Iron Flame for some reason. Let me see. Yeah, this is about like 100 pages less than Iron Flame. I'm really scared to read what's gonna happen in this. In the back it says, "I will not die today. I will save him." I'm really scared to read this. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I am. But here she is. How beautiful is she? Okay. It is like almost 1 o'clock in the morning on the 21st and I am going to finish Iron Flame tonight. I'm going to get ready for bed, take all this off, lay down and just read Iron Flame. I will give you guys an update probably tomorrow. I just had like a big ass thing of coffee, so I am wide awake right now. So I just finished Iron Flame, and I'm going to say right now that I'm going to give this a 5-star because it was just so good. I was so immersed in it. I could not stop reading this, and it literally consumed me. The takeaways from this book for me has been how much Violet has grown as a person and a writer. Like, her spending so much time trying to be a better person. She's become so much stronger than she was in the first book, and we see her growth in Iron Flame. We also see her working so hard to control her powers, and we see her trying to strengthen her relationship with Xaden and confront a lot of vulnerabilities. It just made me like her even more. And Xaden, we learned so many things about him in this book. His love for Violet is unending. They have that forever kind of love, and you can tell that their endgame, they have a lot of things to work on, but at the same time, they both want to work at it to make it a strong and healthy relationship. And we see that in this book, and we see them putting their relationships first, but we also see them putting everyone else first. I loved seeing Violet and her siblings get together, and I loved seeing their relationship together. I loved seeing Violet's mother play a bigger role in this book as well, because we didn't really get much of her in the first book, in Fourth Wing. It solidified her decisions and why she made those decisions. It answered a lot of our questions from book 1 and even like the beginning of book 2, and I just feel like it's shown a lot of light on her personality and her love for her children, what she had to do in order to protect her kids. It was just so good. I am not 100% surprised from how this book ended because of how I've been seeing a lot of your reactions. It's okay. It's fine. I'm good. I'm not like breaking down and stuff like that. We still have a lot more to get through, but this didn't end in a way where certain things are not reconcilable. Like, I feel like we are going to be okay. I have hope. So yesterday I went to the midnight release party at Barnes & Noble's, and I showed you guys the clip of me getting Onyx Storm, and this is the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition. She is beautiful. And the sprayed edges we have here, and it's just like kind of like smoky looking up here and here. We love it. We love her. We have a black and white map here. It's awesome. And today I went to Target because I had to grab stuff from Target. So I was like, let me just browse the book section because I wanted to see if they still had the Target exclusive edition, and they did. I grabbed like one of the last ones. There was like 5 copies left, and I was able to grab it. But yes, she's right here. This is so beautiful. I love the sprayed edge. I love that they're like different. We have like a bluish map here. Love that. And we also have beautiful artwork. It's so gorgeous, and it also comes with like a bookmark within the book, so it's just a beautiful copy, and I'm so glad I was able to snag this. I feel very fortunate. I really didn't need this. Like, I really didn't need this. The context is the same. The sprayed edges are definitely unique. I love the artwork, okay? Yes, I'm really glad I got this copy because of the artwork, and the map is like not a big deal for me. Did I need 2 copies of Onyx Storm? No, I really didn't. But I have it. And at the midnight release party, they also gave us these this is like a bookmark. This is one of the goodies, and I also got like this sticker, and I also got a Fourth Wing pin that one of my kids took, so they can have it. But it was literally just like a metal pin that you can like put on your book bag or like your clothes or whatever. This was really cute. I love getting like little goodies from book events, so I'm gonna be probably putting this on my Kindle. I am definitely going to be starting Onyx Storm tonight. It is about, what time is it? Oh shit, well, it's 10 o'clock, but I have off tomorrow. I did take 2 days off from work just so I could like relax and like read and get ready for the new semester. I did start classes again, so it's going to be pretty busy. I just wanted to like kind of like unwind and stuff like that. I am so happy that I finished Iron Flame, and I'm so happy that I'm not like depressed from reading it, because a lot of people were like crying and stuff when they read it, and they were super depressed and stuff, and I'm really glad I don't feel that way right now. I'm really hopeful for Onyx Storm, so maybe that's why I'm not as upset, because I have the next book and I can like go into it. Yeah, I'm really hoping that we get a lot of things answered and we don't end in a negative cliffhanger. I know it's like the third book and we have 2 more to get through, so I'm sure that there's going to be something crazy that's going to happen that is going to hook us. Rebecca Yarros is a clever fantasy author. I have yet to read any of her romances, but I am thinking about picking up one of her contemporary romances. If any of you have read any of her contemporary romances, let me know what your favorite one is so I can maybe find a place to start reading her contemporary romances. I just don't know where to start because it looks like she's been writing for years. I'm gonna go ahead and read Onyx Storm, and I will give you guys an update when I have an update for you. You guys, I don't even know what to tell you. I guess I could tell you my feelings because that's not really spoilery. I'm not telling you anything about the book. Let's talk about my feelings, okay? You're like my therapist right now. So right now I am feeling anxious. I am feeling a little stressed, worried, and just nervous. I'm just fucking nervous. Like, the stuff that's happening in this book has answered some of my questions from Wing and Iron Flame, but it raises a lot more questions, which I had anticipated, so it's fine. This is book 3 again. We are still waiting for books 4 and 5, so hopefully it will wrap up nicely by then, but I'm here for Violet. I'm here for Xaden. I am here for all of their friends, just to see how good things get for everybody. Like, every time I read about Xaden, I'm just like squealing. This book is really good. I think I'm enjoying this a lot more than Iron Flame, but then again, I also really enjoyed Iron Flame. I just love being in this world and I love being with these characters. One thing I can tell you, which is not spoiler, Andarna is so fucking sassy. Like, she had me giddy as hell in Iron Flame, and I'm still laughing. Like, there's like serious things that's happening, and Andarna is just being her charming, sassy little adolescent self, and it's just so amazing. I love her so freaking much. By the way, I am like a little over 50% of the way through. Like, I have this much to read. I'm on chapter 34 right now. It's my assumption that we are going to be left on a huge cliffhanger. It will hurt. It's going to fucking hurt. Today is the 22nd, and I've literally been reading all day today. I finished Iron Flame last night, and I did start Onyx Storm last night, but I only read like 10 chapters, and I got really sleepy, so I just went to sleep. But this morning, ever since I woke up, I've been reading this, and it's like 4:30 right now. I'm gonna go to the gym because I need to work some of this tension off. I am doing an immersive read, so I do have the audiobook for this while I'm reading this physically, but while I'm at the gym, I'm going to be listening to it because I'm obsessed. I need to know what is happening and what is going to happen. So I am going to be listening to this at the gym, and this is going to be a 5-star. If you're reading this, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Happy reading. I will talk to you guys in a bit. Guys, I feel so unwell. Like, I don't even know how to like put things into words right now. Okay, all right. Let me get comfortable so we can talk about this, because this is spoiler free, still spoiler free. It is taking everything out of me to keep it spoiler free. So what do I say? Okay. I finished Onyx Storm last night. I literally stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I finished Onyx Storm, and I laid there staring at my ceiling for about an hour and like scrolled on like TikTok and stuff like that, because like, what else do you do? You know, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've heard a lot of people talk about how they're like super confused throughout the first half of the book or something like that. That wasn't me. I was not confused throughout the first half. I don't know if it had anything to do with me rereading Fourth Wing and then reading Iron Flame for the first time and then going straight into Onyx Storm. Maybe it helped, but I was literally, it felt like one giant book to me because I was literally consumed by this entire series. As far as ratings go, this is definitely a 5 stars. The amount of growth in Xaden and Violet's relationship was very well developed. Their love for each other, their communication skills has been progressing since Fourth Wing and then Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. Like, we literally see them battling so many things in order to maintain a healthy relationship, but it feels like there's just so much going on that is against them and that harms their relationship from progressing. But we got a lot in this. Like, this book is so politically intrigue heavy. There was a lot of political aspects in this book that we didn't get in Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. We see them as civilians turning into cadets and then going from like their first year to their second year into battling like the most evil of evil. In between that, we see them dealing with personal relationships like friendship, familial relationships, relationships romantically. And we see a lot of growth in who they can trust, who they can't trust, how there are certain people that are just out for power. And that's literally what this book comes down to, is power and who can obtain the most amount of power, how that they can obtain it. There's war violence, and it is just so good. It's so good. Like, if you guys haven't read Fourth Wing yet, if you guys haven't read any of the Empyrean series yet, please don't wait. Like, you don't have to be a fantasy reader in order to get into this series. Like, you just have to like a good story in order to fall in love with this stories. If you're a beginner looking for fantasy romance books, or if you just want to get back into reading, this series will get you back into reading. Like, I don't see how it can't. If it doesn't, then you can message me and yell at me all you want, because I will die on this hill. Like, this series has become like my Roman Empire. I'm going to think about this series until the next one comes out, and probably like for the rest of my life. Like, Throne of Glass, I think of that series every fucking day. Every day. There isn't a day that goes by when I don't think about that series. And some of you are probably thinking like that's a lot, Sarzana. But at the end of the day, like, that story and this story and the character development, these characters, oh my goodness, like, I'm so attached to them. I feel like whatever book I read next, I'm just going to like be in a slump because no one can compare to Xaden Ryerson. The amount of respect he shows Violet, the care that he shows her, the way he is so possessive about her, but in like the most positive way, is everything. Like, he is everything. And I liked Violet so much more in Onyx Storm than I did in Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I've already like always loved her. She's a little badass. I love everything about her. She is strength incarnate. She doesn't let a disease hold her back. She trains her body and she gets stronger to become one of like the strongest people in this series, in this world. And like the world building in this, oh my goodness, like, so many questions have been answered while throwing up more questions for us, and I'm sure it's going to be answered in like the next 2 books. Rebecca Yarros answers a lot of the questions that we probably think of while we're reading Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, but a lot of it is answered in this book. I feel like the questions that we're getting in this book is going to be answered in the future books. In pure Rebecca Yarros fashion, she left us on a ginormous, incredible, heart-wrenching cliffhanger. At the end of reading this book, I was like, what the fuck just happened? This has just left me as a empty shell. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Like, please comment below. Let me know how you're feeling. Are you okay? Because I'm not okay. I don't know what to do with myself right now. Like, I feel like I need to take a break from reading for like a week, or like maybe the rest of this month. We have 2 more weeks until the end of this month, but I don't know if I can read another book because I feel like I'm just gonna be in a slump. Okay. Alright, so let's recap. I did reread Fourth Wing in this vlog. I gave it 5 stars, gave me everything that I wanted. I tabbed the hell out of it. Who needs this many tabs? I apparently do. This is the book that I'm going to be using every time I reread this series, just so I can look at my fun annotations and stuff and maybe even add to it. So this book could be, you know, like 20 pounds. Iron Flame also got 5 stars from me. I absolutely love this, and I tabbed the hell out of this as well. Probably not as much as Fourth Wing, because that was a reread for me, and a lot of the interactions and quotes and stuff, like I already knew what was going to happen and stuff, so it was easier for me to annotate that one. But this one I was like mostly trying to like focus on what was going on the pages, so the annotations were coming a little bit slower. But again, this is my annotation book, so I'll be rereading this probably again this year and annotating some more in it. And then finally I read Onyx Storm, and this is Infinity Stars. I did not annotate this one because this is one of the special edition books, but I'm gonna have to get myself one without any edges and stuff. I don't like writing in them. My annotations consist of like highlighting and like writing in my pages and stuff along with my tabs. So yeah, that's not happening in this book. But yeah, again, Infinity Stars. The series is everything to me right now. If you finished Onyx Storm and you feel like an empty shell, please let me know how you're moving on, or if you're moving on, because I need someone to hold my hand or maybe give me a hug or something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I had an immense amount of fun, and I can't wait to see all of your reactions to you reading Onyx Storm as well. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.